Happy Wednesday and welcome to the Soken Word. It's now time for your weekly dose of wisdom and wine. I just have to rhyme. Anyway, in addition to poetry today, I'm going to give you a little wine tip. Wine tip of the week. Orange wine. If you don't know it, get to know it. You're welcome. It's my favorite and it is having a moment right now, and God forbid you're behind the trend. Anyway, it's also called skin contact, so look for that because it's a white wine, grape varietal, made a little bit like red wine. So when they make it, they leave the skins on a little bit longer. So called orange wine, skin contact. This one is unfiltered, which I like the best, and which is perfect for the piece today because it is very unfiltered. So get to know some orange wine and welcome to free access to my diary. Yay. I often wonder why I am the way I am. I think it's a pretty common thought, and I don't mean to sound so existential, I just don't think I have potential to be something I'm not. Write about what you know. The funny thing is the page is my teacher, and the harder I reach for an answer, a clue, something to hold on to, I realize how clueless I was from the start. Yes, back to my prompt, why am I this way? An artist, an actor, a daydream believer, a tortured soul. All too well, I know this to be true, but I don't want to be fractured, I want to be whole. Did I choose this life, or did it choose me? Through the muck and the mud, it gets so hard to see, I get lost in this internal war that I wage. So I turn to my teacher, and I look to the page. It's a grayish morning as my pen starts its day. Blue-gray though, not gray-gray. Like a lifeline coffee seeps through my veins. Reminds me of my dad in a sentimental sort of way. Just the coffee though, not the whole scene. He wouldn't be writing, that's just not his thing. Better leave that to his daughter. The searching soul in LA as she climbs and she crawls and she carves out a place for her voice to be heard and her scene to be played. He doesn't get her. This dad and his girl, he's proud of her, sure, her beauty, her charm, strange enough, her rebellion, but he has seen that life is hard as it is without getting well into ethereal dreams with no form or fashion, but she's brave. He can't help but admire her passion. Where did that resilience come from? When he was her age, he was a husband, a father with one more on the way, owned a house, got promoted, pretty as a picture, you might say. But as with all beauty, that can be taken away there for a moment and then fade into gray. One gradation away from black, darkness, the absence of light, a young child's life. Blown out like the 3 candles on her birthday cake, the light's suddenly gone, but you still see the flame, and as the smoke clears, only 3 remain. A broken mother, the young father, and a baby girl. Her candle just lit in the midst of this whirl of chaos and change, flawless, redemptive, a match to any burnt candle in range. How do you move on when it's too dark to see? You search for the light. It starts to become clear as my pen speaks to me. Is it really any wonder I developed a love for the spotlight? I was born into light, the hope of a family, trying to forget a darker instability. What a strange dichotomy. I have to be faithful and tell that story, to explore a darkness that comes with humanity and dispense a light. Grace, hope, what epic archetypes. My lesson concludes as words fill up my page, and it now seems screamingly clear I was bound for the stage, a love as closely wound to me as the double helix of my DNA. Write about what you know. Well, that may be true, but I'd like to propose come to the page empty and see where it goes. I'll never know why. I don't think anyone really can, but I can continue to search for the light. I'm starting to see that's just who I am. Have a good week.